Hello everybody, I hope you can hear me over this waterfall. I'm just here at the fish pond, so we got me and the fish to keep you company today. This is the next brief bit from the Bible and continuing our series on diligence. So the previous one was just introducing the series to you, and today will be diligence defined. We're going to define what diligence is. And by that, I mean we're actually going to define it. I went to the dictionary and wrote down the definition. So, diligent, steady in application, constant in effort, careful or attentive, industrious, not idle or negligent. And the verse we're going to start with is Proverbs 22:29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Again, this is Proverbs 22:29. So we've defined diligence, and that's a little bit of a deeper dive into what that particular verse means. And my goal throughout this series, however long it lasts, is to take various verses in the Bible that speak about diligence, and using that definition, see how they can apply to our lives and how we can apply them to our lives. So Proverbs 22:29. Do you see a man or a woman? It doesn't have. This isn't just speaking about males. Seest thou a man? Is anybody, any person can be diligent. But do you see a diligent person who they're diligent in their business? So are they steady in their application of their business? Do you see someone who is steady? They're persistent. They're ongoing. They're constant in their efforts. They're careful and attentive. In the Air Force, there's a phrase we use called attention to detail. And I know that's not just an Air Force term, if anyone can use that, but this is a person who pays attention to detail. They're industrious. They're not idle or negligent. They care about their work. They have a work ethic. They care about the finished product, but as well as the journey they are taking from beginning to end. You see someone who meets that description with their work, with their life. Because if you do, the Bible says they will stand before kings, they will not stand before mean men. And when it says mean, it's not talking about bullies. It's not saying, oh, you see someone who's diligent, you see someone who's industrious, he won't stand before bullies. That's not what the word mean in this verse means. So mean actually means low in rank, or wanting or lacking dignity of mind and destitute of honor. So the second part of Proverbs 22:29 is a contrast to the first part. And Solomon does that many times throughout Proverbs. For instance, comparing fools to the wise, or the scornful to the wise, things like that. You can find contrasts and comparisons in several verses throughout Proverbs. In this particular verse, the comparison and contrast is, excuse me for a minute while I cough. I'm healthy, I promise you. You're not going to catch it over the phone or over the video. You see a man who is industrious, who's attentive, pays attention to detail, has integrity in their job and in their duty. They will stand before kings. This doesn't just mean the position. It doesn't just mean royalty or monarchy. It means people of high position or higher rank, because it's a direct contrast to a person who is mean or low in rank or wanting dignity or destitute of honor. So if you see someone who's industrious, someone who has integrity with their work ethic, someone who does their best and sees it through to the end, they will stand, they will be in the presence of, they will attain to the rank of working for people of higher position than people of lower position. Do you want that pay raise at work? Or do you want the position raise at work? Do you want to make friends, I guess, off work? What kind of company do you want to keep? The Bible says if you want to keep company of people of higher position, and that might not, maybe physically, maybe it's just emotionally, mentally, but people with integrity, people who are like-minded, people who are also diligent in their business, you need to be diligent with your business. Diligent with your lifestyle, with your conversation, with your daily walk. So that's diligent defined. Be industrious, have integrity, see the job, see the task through to the end, and show up to work, whether it's your place of employment or a project or task at hand. Show up to do it as best you can, and keep going with this promise in mind. The Bible says if you do it diligently, then you will stand before kings, you will not stand before mean men. I hope this has been a help and an encouragement. If there's anything you need prayer about, feel free to contact me. If you would like to pass this on to your friends and family, feel free to do so. Let me know if there's any other topics you'd like covered, and I will see you next time when we cover more diligence on brief bits from the Bible. And the fish say goodbye too. They're over there in the corner. Have a great day, everyone.